Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe. By the way, last night when I was talking about the creepy history of candy canes, I did want to mention in it that, in the creepypasta, I was talking about the girl's name after she died and, haunted everybody. Her name was Candy Pop, just to get you guys on that, just to let you guys know. And by the way, my hand does not hurt anymore, so, yay. Anyway, before I get started, obviously in the title, you saw how my house was haunted. And I'm just going to be talking about how it was haunted. One of the things is, in that neighborhood, almost every house was built under a graveyard. Like, almost every house was built on at least a tombstone, okay? And I had a neighbor. This is not part of how my house was haunted, but this neighbor, nobody liked him, okay? He was just known. My friends one time had to call the cops on him because he was trespassing in their property. He had a very loud motorbike. I think it was a motorbike. And he would always just turn it on at night. He would just go on people's yards. And he was just terrible. I just wanted to point that out. Now I live in the middle of the woods. So, please bear with me. Anyway, let's get started. So, our basement, whenever you went down in my basement, it basically, when you went down in it, my basement, once you got down it gave you the chills. Like, I was terrified of our basement, and now I literally sleep in our basement. So, yeah, look, our basement was probably the most haunted part. Either my room or the basement were the most haunted parts. My brother once got possessed in a very weird way. Like, at night, this was my brother at night, you ready? He'd be like, he just came out of his room. It's like 3 in the morning. That is so much fun! Oh my God! This is fun. And he'd just be running down the halls. Yes, I did not break my trash can, but I did fall apart. So that's what I'm about to do. Oh my God. Okay. Anyway, back with the video. So yeah, that's how he got possessed. And I can never sleep. He'd always cry in the middle of the night. Like, he only cried at night, but in the day, he was the happiest little children in the world. Anyway, when we got my dog, sorry for my heavy breathing because I just ran a lot. When we got my dog, she wasn't like scared of the house, but when we first got it, she was nervous that she was here, So what happened was, everyone was scared of the basement besides my true parents. They're like, Taylor, you're going to be fine. Yeah, Taylor, you're going to be fine. It's not haunted. It's not haunted, Taylor. No, you're going to be fine. So I'd be like, fine. And when I tell you how scared I was the time the power went out and I was in the basement, I started crying. I was so scared. Anyway, besides the point, since we got the dog and, dogs can see ghosts, blah, 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 when we got her, I always wanted to go in the basement with her. I was like, Sophie, come on. And she'd never go in the basement. Only when there's a big crowd of people or there was an adult in there. Like, if there's an adult, she'd be like, okay. But if it was just like a kid, like me or my sister, she would never go. She just stared at it. She started barking, and then she just stared. And she got so excited when we came back up. And we were like, Tofi, what are you so excited about? And she just was like super excited. So that was one of the weird things. And at the front, the reason I was saying that either my room was the most haunted part is this. This is what I heard when my doors closed. You ready? I don't know if you guys could hear it, but this is what I heard when my door was closed. Every time. Every single time. You ready? I'm going to try to make this as loud as possible. Okay? I heard that coming from the door. And me and my friends were always like, what the heck is happening? And so what happened was we'd always check. No one would be there. One time we okay, Alexi is really fast, so it's probably just her, blah, blah, blah. And so, but one time it happened. She was at a sleepover. And Jamie, as that was my brother Jamie, that he'd just still be standing there trying to get in. But when we opened it, no one was there. And we'd check all around, we'd say hello, and no one would be there. So I just got used to it at that point. I was like, okay, I don't really care. Me and my sister, we knew it had to be haunted. My friend's house got haunted after their dog died. Basically, me and her sister, we were all friends. We still are, technically, but we don't see each other a lot. So, she went into a little closet for 24 hours. It wasn't gonna be 24 hours, where we just seeing her, And we did put it on YouTube, of course, but yeah. So basically, what happened was she did that, and me and sister were trying to scare her. We'd start knocking on the walls. We'd be like, ooh. And one time we're like, okay, she's not falling for it. So we just stopped. And she just ran out so scared. She was like, guys, why did you do that? And we were like, what? We didn't do anything. And it was like, no, you guys definitely did something. And we were like, no, we didn't at all. And we didn't. We weren't lying. We didn't do anything. She said that, the thing when your closet's of that metal kind of part? Basically, it sounded like when you tap it, kind of. It sounded like this. Ready? I said it was in the closet. It wasn't outside. We knew that it had to be something. And it was after her dog died. And the spot that the dog always laid in, it would always be super duper warm in there. But then once we got out, it'd be cold. But that doesn't count as my house. In my house, I'm trying to give you guys as much information as possible. Sorry. So basically, in my house, we asked my mom hey, what's happening? And she said one time she wasn't an adult. She wasn't a kid or anything like that. She didn't have kids though. She did. And they used to live in this house. And one time, they went in, sorry, I didn't do that. One time they went in the car, the usual, was driving to McDonald's or something. We don't know what they were driving to because I was it could have been 100 years ago because, a house was only 17 years old. It wasn't 100. So yeah. And basically, they got in a really bad car accident. And when she said that, I was scared. I was scared because I was chill. I didn't know what anything meant. At this point, I was just saying random words. I came up to my mom in the living room. I don't know why I'm clapping. And I said, me and my daughter. I didn't have a daughter. I was 2. What? Got in a bad car accident. No. We'll leave. And I was like, oh my God. Another time I was on a Zoom call, for school. In first grade, I was in first grade. I saw an orb fly across my screen. It was terrifying. I didn't know that meant a ghost was in there. I just thought it was probably a glitch. But it always happened. I thought it was just a glitch or something on my screen. And then when I found out that it wasn't one time, I was like, we're leaving. And then, when we were leaving the house, like, I really wanted to leave the house because, how scary it was. I really wanted to leave it. When we got in the car to go leave, I was like, I really wanted to go back there. I was like, I don't want to move anymore now. Because, I was like, that was basically where I thought I was born. I was there, like, my entire life. I wasn't there my entire life because I'm in a different house right now. And I used to live in apartments. By the way, a long videos ago, I talked about my Likey account. I talked about a creepy Alexa in my apartment one time. Those YouTubers that always try out creepy things on their Alexa, their phone, on Google. People are saying, the Alexa in there literally said that. Like, one time my sister was like, Alexa, like, what is your favorite animal? She's the Loch Ness Monster. If you don't know what that is, it is a creepy urban legend of this monster that lives in the lake that people they see. It happened to this man almost 100 years ago, and he just saw this black little swirling thing jump up in the water like splash. And so that was the Loch Ness Monster, and she said that. But then, other Alexas are saying like a cheetah or something. And so yeah. By the way, the full story is on my Likey account, Tay_Pup. If you guys want to go check that out, I have a post on there. Look at you. Oh my god. But yeah. And that's all the facts I have. If I find out any more, I will tell you guys. By the way, I can't tell you my address. Well, I mean, because I don't want the people that live there now to literally be hunting at the door. So, people be hunting at the door. So I'm not going to give you that address. No, thank you. But, we think it is haunted. Probably is haunted. So yeah, bye.